which is called, I hate when they do this, Red Giant. There we go. And yes, there's a drama, but there's some romantic elements in it. God damn it! Look, I'm not good at finding romance. I don't do romance a lot. Anyway, we're gonna watch this short and then come back with them thoughts. You know the deal.
I was ready
She was ready.
when the last wave swept over me.
All right then, go ahead, ready. Gonna be ready. I like to think that this is why I like doing this. This is why I like doing, because we get to not only examine films, but we get to examine my psyche apparently, and I maybe this does speak to a maybe maybe this does speak. Drop my pen. Maybe this does speak to a deep problem in my psychosis, and maybe that is maybe I don't believe in romance in the traditional sense that everybody else does. You know, maybe because all the relationships and things that I've seen in my life over the course of the many lifetimes that I've lived in this small singular one, I have not seen a love um worth celebrating. Bro, I'm gonna accelerate a counseling certification just to help you out, cause bro, look, I think love doesn't come without pain. So I don't want to see the romantic comedies where, oh, there's a little bit of fake pain. Oh no, he found out that I'm fat. I don't, nah, none of that bullshit. Give me the real pain. Give me the I'm in a virtual world where the world is gonna end and I have 5 minutes to say to you what I want to say to you before it ends. Give me that type of love right there. Give me the unrequited love. Give me the we gonna fight and fuck in front of everybody love. Maybe some turbulence. Nothing's perfect, but not this. Yes, this is it. This is the love we confront. And that is how, and that is what we're going to analyze now with this one here. Very quickly. Off the bat, hope you're not scaring the hoes. You're not scaring the hoes, you're haunting them, my guy. Yes, that's why Trae's still single. Because he's out here haunting these hoes. Getting my fucking Casper on. That's exactly right. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Fuck it, I'm haunting these hoes. Leave me alone. Anyway, first thing I noticed off the jump here. Also, if you notice that the aspect ratio looks a little squeezed, I did fit it into the boundaries, so this one didn't play well in Photoshop, but it's fine. We'll get the point across all the same. But off jump, I'm noticing this is monochromatic. We're just dealing with pretty much just one color tone throughout, and that is a red, obviously, right? And it fits because red is a color of passion. It is the color again of it is a vibrant color. But in the context of what we're dealing with here, it is a color of love, and this is a passionate, loving moment between two people before the end of the world, quote unquote. So that's really cool. Again, I hate to bring this back to John Wick again, but that's one of the main key differences I noticed between the first one and the subsequent films in the franchise is that there's more monochromatic lighting. That's something else I noticed in Barbarian, one of the films that I love from last year, is monochromatic lighting. I feel like a lot of people don't take that type of artistic choice anymore. Um, the most we'll get is the blue and teal look, which was cool, but now it's played out. Show me more one colors. Show me more like David Fincher greens and shit like that. So when I see a film like this that is so awash with its color choice, it's really cool. Me myself, I if I do a monochromatic choice, it's probably just going to be a difference in color temperature. I haven't really found my own stylistic style yet, I'd say. So we're currently working on a short right now called Scripted Love. I feel like I've talked about it on the stream before. Uh, but I feel like a lot of it to me is a lot of natural light. I guess you call it like Deacon lighting, from Roger Deakins. He lights a lot of like natural type of lighting. He stuff that you could stuff that pretty much replicates real life. It's not going to go too far out into the spectrum, and I kind of like that because I want the viewer to feel themselves in the scene. I want them to feel naturalistic in there. So I would do more tungsten or daylight colors smashing out. If it's a nighttime scene, probably be more prevalent in daylight colors. If it's more of a room scene between two people, probably more tungsten colors, for light bulbs and stuff like that. However, that depends on the mood of the scene, So here we have a lot of red colors, which works for what they're doing. Um, a lot of close framing here, like off jump. We don't get a lot of full shots or a lot of wide shots. Off jump, we're jumping into feeling close into what these characters are feeling, the emotions that they feel for each other. We're really up in their faces with this one. We have a simple shot reverse shot. And most likely, like when you do black and white, your intensities are going to definitely help for your contrast ratios here. So each red light, and this looks like it's in camera too, so it's not something done in post. I think I could be hella wrong though. I could be super wrong. I've seen people do things in post that are just like magical. I wish I could show on here sometime. But we have a red key light going on from camera right side. That is not the marker. From camera right side, we have a fill going in from camera left, filling in the shadows here, but giving her a shadow down here by the neck. So it's going. This light is coming from up. Um, and this lighting is this right here is of course not as intense as the other lighting, giving a nice contrast ratio. Even though it is monochromatic, you can still give a nice little molding there. And what's funny is that she in the reverse has a key light on her, but not much of a fill light. So I wonder what that says. I love that I missed the ending, but the first message I see is Trae is scaring the hoes. I mean, again, out of pocket, but not wrong. Trae is in fact scaring these hoes. These hoes looking at Trae like he's the Phantom of the Opera. Anyway, what the fuck is I saying? Oh yeah. So she is high key low fill right now, and I'm wondering why that is. Usually when you do that, it's more to hide a person's intentions. But not so here. I can't tell you what that's doing for her, but I know it's doing something. And of course, dealing with the reveal that we have at the end, where it turns out this is all just virtual reality. Could it be that she's not really there, because she is a virtual construct for our main protagonist. We also have a nice little spotlight in the background, just giving the background a little bit of pop. At a 4,000 Kelvin color temperature, different from the other lighting, and of course, got our thirds. Everything is playing out just as it should. Eye light, eye level on the angles. Nobody's above each other. We're just nice equal presence going on here. Nice camera moving. We move over to the couch. Now we got the key coming from camera left. A little bit of little to no fill on camera right, And we have a top backlight just kind of not really edging her out, but giving her a bit of separation, at least in the shoulder area, at least giving a higher bit of exposure than the background. Um, High angle, low angle for these two. I like the cutting here for the dance that she does. It's very vibrant. Cutting from her medium close up to like medium shot to close up. I like that jump cutting style. Very frenetic. Um, you get more. We have medium close ups, medium close up on her, and more of a medium shot on our main character. Um, you can see more physicality. You get more of a physicality in her shoulders. You can get more without losing the emotion on her face. So you get more physicality. Bro, they were terrified. What do you mean? Oh, the are you talking about the hose or me? Are you talking about the hose or our character? Who was terrified? I'm gonna need some context for the bullshit. Um, Interesting enough, even though the short is monochromatic, we can see here that we have a white background. Now, could that be both? Honestly, ain't that some shit? Both the hose and the characters. That's some shit. We have a white light definitely making her jump out from the background. And all right, damn. What? Why? Here, fucking, I'm about to figure out what the fuck going on with that. I can't even touch the cord. Um, but having this white background for her and not in the reverse shot, right? No white background in the verse shot. You be knocking that mic the fuck out. I'm trying not to. I just touched the XLR cable just a little bit and it's freaking the fuck out. Um, Tells me something. What do you think? I mean, look, I'm just gonna say, what do you think of when you think of white light? Exactly. Boom. There you go. Angels, the afterlife, heaven. Right. You think of something like that. So you put this pure white light behind her, not the other character. This character's probably dead. We're probably not here anymore. Um. So like this is her. This angel looking down on her, and again, look at the angles. We have a lower angle shot for the reverse for our main character. We have a higher angle shot on her. She's serenading her with this song, trying to give her closure. This is her angel looking down on her previous love, her fiance, trying to give her that closure, that nice, that nice goodbye, or at least virtually anyway. Um, which virtually, if they just out here putting your girl against a white window and she in heaven and shit, like I mean, I guess that's nice, but like, damn, she dead. Like, just put her in red with everything else. Also, red, you kind of think of hell. So like, this is kind of like two opposing thought sources here. So like, what are they trying to say about her? But this is just me fucking about. Anyway, uh, we get them down on the same plane, and they're good spatial way. I don't even have to put up the thirds. By now, you can see the thirds. They're both pretty much taking up an equal spacing of thirds. Even though again, she's taller than her, so that just is what it is. Height wise, um, still looking pretty good. I would think, just me thinking thoughts thinkingly, I would think the key light would be stronger on our main character and on her with it just being that huge ass white window. However, it's not. Very strange, very strange. Which just leads more credence to the whole, heaven theory, the pointing out the death theory of that. Um High angle, low angle. We're maintaining, as you can see throughout the short, we're maintaining the relationship between the two of these people. She's up high, the fiance is up high. Our main character is down low. She's just trying to say goodbye, or trying to get this good. goodbye uh, out of her loved one. Um, some nice rim lighting for this close up right here. I'm starting to really like a harsh backlight. Don't know why. I just like that harsh separation from the background. So anything to kind of, especially on long hair like this, I think it really looks good. It's a really good look. Which is why I feel like I need a stronger light so I can pull off some shit like this, because I think this looks really nice. Um, Sometime I'm gonna have to try to find some examples of this in films, but that's for another time. Is there anything worth of note here? I mean, some nice accent lights in the background of this shot, giving off some really good bokeh in the camera. Apertures on a shallow depth of field. And if you have any questions about anything or any shots that you find particularly like, oh my god, that was a good one, Trey, don't skip that one. Well, then tell me not to skip it, because I'm jumping around. Um, I am really wondering about the white now, like noticing that just now, like, and thinking about like in the way that we have, looking at the windows out here, how this is red lighted. The whole putting her in front of the white window thing is wild to me, because it's so different from every single thing else in this short, in this moment between the two of them. Like, if you'd asked me, I'm thinking it's more nighttime, but that other shot would have brought me, more towards this is daytime. I, for a stylistic choice, it is very jarring, but watching it all the way through, I didn't really think about it that hard. And now, as we're going through and analyzing it, it's making me think a lot fucking more about this. And of course, it could be, daytime going into nighttime, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And of course, another one where they smashing. Um, but that's just love, babies. That's just love. Um, it ain't nasty. That's just the way of life. Uh, we got nice key lighting on these two, darken on the other side. Um, just emotionally saying goodbye. Oh, it's so sad. And I lost where my timeline went. There it is. Um, Go on, tell her goodbye already. Man. It taking a long time to say some goodbyes. And then boom. Back to life. Back to reality. Your wife dead as fuck. Anyway. Y'all, I ain't right. I ain't right in the head or the heart. Um, Put her smack dab in center frame, because we are back to life. We are back to reality. Uh, Natural lighting. Wait, that's the twist? Trae. Oh, you missed the whole last short. I didn't know you actually came through. I thought you came through at the end of Mal calling me horrible. No, oh, you came at the end of the fucking short. Yes, that is the I saw up to the smoking slash dancing. Ah, well, ooh, yes, that is the twist. This was apparently some kind of virtual therapy session, in order for her to say goodbye to her deceased fiance. Um, and we're brought back into a very jarring. This kind of reminds me of the scene that we saw. Look, I'm not even gonna play anymore. I don't understand romance. Okay, unless it comes with a little bit of pain, I guess I just don't understand it. Um, but this reminds me of the therapy office that we saw in Laura Can't Sleep last time we did this. Same kind of deal where one we got some split lighting going on here, where there's a key side and a very little fill side. Um, Except this time we have the doctor in front of windows, which would honestly, with these two windows again, I would say there should probably be more on her fill side than there is. Um, so that's a little bit off for me right there. We got a higher angle on the doctor where we had a lower angle or more eye level on her. So, doctor is obviously going to look down on her a little bit because, hey, you got to, you got to come back to reality. Um, or maybe it's more eye level. Their eyes are kind of hitting the same parts in the thirds there. Shot, reverse shot. Again, the window is literally right here, off camera left, or more camera front. I feel like that field side's gonna be lit up a little bit more. I don't know. I probably would have chose a different part of the room to frame the doctor on. Just because if she's sitting right in front of that, it's probably gonna throw off a little bit more fill light than it is. But we're gonna skip ahead because there's not much going on there. A nice practical, probably a light off of camera left, camera left, just to imitate that tungsten source going on there in the light bulb. Um, Pretty good framing right there. She's in this third, looking this way, closing her back off to all this free space. She really just wants to be alone. She wants to be alone to mourn, and that therapy session probably didn't help. Probably just honestly reminded her more about how hurt she is. And now she remembers the cigarettes from there, and we return back to where we started with the opening image. And she decides, fuck it, I'm gonna call my dad and let him in, let the healing begin. And there we go. So what do I give this short? Trae gives this short a C. I give it a big old fat C. Big old this middle of the road C. Um Emotionally, I like what's going on here. Again, looking at it the same, or looking at it again, I feel very weird about that. About the white light thing going on just in the middle of the short. I feel like I got what they were trying to do stylistically, but I feel like it's very weird of a choice when you have the way that the rest of it is lit. Um, and if you're analyzing it like a film douchebag, you could probably guess the twisted ending of the end. So I don't know. I don't know if that was truly what they were trying to get across. Um, Not a lot of really interesting frames. Feel like very standard frame. I do like stylistically it being monochromatic. I think that's cool. Um, and it did get to me emotionally, but it doesn't really stand out like the first short did. So yeah, give that bad boy a C. Let's move on to our next short.